Controversy over the increasing number of colleges and universities offering new financial aid to students from the middle class who are earning salaries up to $150,000. But is this the solution to the ever-growing cost of that four-year degree? Joining me now, Campus Reform Editor-in-Chief Caleb Bonham. Caleb, welcome to the show. So tell me, $150,000 annual income, how is it that these people need more financial aid?
Well, that's what a lot of people are asking. That we're seeing, colleges are a business, and I think we're starting to realize that.
And they're a business with a lot of overhead. The bureaucracy is out of control.
Exactly. And what they're trying to do, you hit it exactly on the head when you introed this. They're trying to find a solution to this, but they're going about it all the wrong way. They're trying to cut the price of higher education. So they're targeting middle income, middle class families and trying to incentivize enrollment rates into universities, because we've seen over the past 3 years that colleges and universities have seen massive decreases in enrollment rates.
You're confusing me here because you say they're trying to cut the price. I think prices are only going up. This is just a little incentive, a little goose, maybe $2,000 for a family that's having major financial problems because of college debt. Let me show you a number here, and this is surprising. So 39% of families earning $65,000 have student loan debt of $30,000. At this level, it's just unpayable. Wouldn't you agree? I mean, this is just an impossible nut to solve for if you have debt that high.
Well, I do agree, and here's the thing. They're trying to cut the price for the students, not the cost of education, and that's the problem. That's the reason that we're seeing debt increase so much, is because they're offering financial aid to middle-class students to incentivize enrollment. They're cutting the price for them, but it's not changing the cost of education. The cost is still extremely high, and the cost is high because we're seeing, like at the Leadership Institute's Campus Reform, ridiculous courses being offered. We're seeing waste and abuse in the funds that these universities are receiving. So the costs are really high, but they're simply using this financial aid as a recruitment tool to get students in the door.
So we have about 20 million students each and every year going to college. About 12 million of those get loans. Let's face it, if you can fog a mirror, you can get a loan for college, right? This is very reminiscent of what happened before the housing bubble burst. The loans are given out to anybody at any level you want. What is the end game here in your view? What happens? Will this bubble burst? We have a lot of people out there who have said, this is just a disaster waiting to happen.
Well, ultimately, the bubble will burst because these students have to pay back these student loans unless they try to elect somebody that's going to completely forgive them. And I don't see that coming in the future while that push is there. It's going to burst because these students, in many cases, are getting degrees that are not paying them the salaries that allow for them to pay that debt off. So they're not going to be able to pay that off. And then ultimately, that's how the bubble bursts. And so what we need to be doing is refocusing education, giving them a deliverable, marketable skill when they leave college. And, we need to be putting in
we got to turn off this easy money spigot. I mean, let's face it. It's almost un-American to say this, but money shouldn't be so easy to get.
It shouldn't, exactly. The ability for students, because they're federally backed student loans, to just take out whatever they want has allowed for universities to inflate the cost of education, or the price at least, and that has really caused a bubble. So we need to get the government out of it in many cases, allow for universities to really compete, not only in the realm of ideas and what they offer when it comes to education, but also with prices. And we need to allow for them to do it because without the government involvement in student loans.
All right. Caleb, thanks for coming on tonight. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, Jerry.
And with the new year comes a new opportunity for government regulations. That's right. America's unprecedented energy boom, credited with bringing down gas prices, is now in the crosshairs of the White House. Will government